Day one of the Stanley Cup playoffs here in St. Paul, Minnesota. We have the Nashville Predators and the Minnesota Wild. Right now, this energy is filled all the way to the top. The fans are going crazy here for the Wild playoffs. Nashville being the lower seed, of course the underdogs. Minnesota is expected to win this series. But we won't know until now. Game one. And the Wild dumped it in. Subban gets it, but he gets it by Parisi. Up to Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok has it. Around it goes. He gets hit. Josie loses a puck. There's Suter. Suter up to Coyle. Coyle. He dumps it in. Right there for Zucker. Zucker around the net he goes. Has it to Parisi. Parisi back to Suter. Suter shoots! Great save by Pecorine. And Josie puts it up to Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok over the Wild line. He passes it back, shoots! Johansson couldn't get that one. Neil! Oh, wow. Dubnyk with the great save right there. Josie gets it. He goes back. Has it to Neil. Back to Josie. Over the center ice. There's Smith. Shoots it! Oh, great! Clarker save by Devin Dubnyk. Puck goes to Dubnyk. He gives it to Spurgeon. Spurgeon up to Zucker. Zucker dumps it in. That's where Mike Ribeiro would get it. Harassed by Stahl. Josie gives it up to Zucker. There goes Suter to Brodin. Back to Suter. Oh, trying to give it in front of the net, but Roman Josie was there. Mike Ribeiro gives it to Jarnkrok. Smith. Oh, he gets hit by Brodin. Stahl gets it back to Brodin. Brodin looking over the center ice and over the blue line. Ellis gets it there, and Ekholm gives it to Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok to Ribeiro. Jarnkrok has been out there for a long time. Oh, yeah. I think that was Ribeiro that got rocked. There's Smith to Ellis. Back to Smith. In front of the net. Hit the side of the net, though. There's Ribeiro. He loses it to Brodin. Stahl gets it there. Stahl to Parisi. Parisi over the Nashville zone. Hollow loses to Ellis. Ribeiro. Back to Smith. Smith over the Minnesota Wild blue line. There he goes. Shoots it. Great save by Devin Dubnyk. And he covers it. This game starting off fast paced for both teams right now. Both goalies doing their part. There we go for the face-off that's to the left of Devin Dubnyk. Fisher wins that one to Weber. Salamaki. To Fisher. Shoots it, saved by Dubnyk. Holla gets it there and he gives it back to Dubnyk, who will cover it once again. 11:16 left in the first period. Nashville Predators I believe he has more shots on goals than the Minnesota Wild. Fisher, great job just throwing it in front of the net, getting that rebound, but Holla was there to give it right back to Dubnyk. Fisher and Holla again. Fisher wins that one. Arvidsson loses it to Pominville. There's Niederreiter going up. He dumps it in. That's where. Oh, that was a great play right there. Just threw it to the center, but Rene was there to stop him. Now face out to the left of Pecorine. Schroeder loses that one. That Salamaki gets it. Salamaki over the center ice and over the blue line. He gets it. Fontaine takes it there. Fontaine going back. He dumps it in. Pecorine replay it. Rene leaves it there for Weber. Weber to Vitello. Wilson. Shoots it! Oh, Devin Dubnyk with the save. That's where Stewart will get it. Stewart to Schroeder. Schroeder. Up to Fontaine. Fontaine. He lifts it in. No penalty call there. Fontaine to Stewart. Stewart shoots! Oh, what a great one-timer by Schroeder. But Pecorine was there. This is a battle of the goalies right now. You see Wilson right there going in front of Devin Dubnyk, and Dubnyk just a brick wall right now. Koivu and Sissons now for the face-off, and the Predators win that one. Subban gets it. Oh, there we go! Goal! I believe that was Coyle. And Minnesota is up by 1. Oh, wow, what? How did that go in? Oh, it went. Subban tried to throw it in front and it hit. Subban tried to throw it in front, but it hit Dubnyk and it went in. Goal is awarded to, I believe it's going to be awarded. It is awarded to Kyle Coyle. There goes the Nashville Predators now with the surge. Subban shoots it. Oh, it hits Koivu in the back. Jarnkrok gets it back. Subban shoots it. Oh, he missed that one. He's trying to make up for that own goal he made. And there's a penalty against the Nashville Predators, slashing to James Neal. That is not a good play by Neal there. He slashed Dumba, and now Nashville is going to pay for it, being down by 1. Minnesota really wants to make them pay now. Face off to the left of Rinne. Weber gets it. Stolen, taken away by Stahl. Spurgeon shoots it. Oh, a great save by Rinne. And he keeps it. 5:39 left in the first period. Minnesota with being up 1-0. By a goal awarded to Coyle, but Subban is the one that put it in his own net. Roman Josi, and he clears it. All the way down it goes. There's Pominville. Pominville goes around 1. Pominville. Oh, nice poke check by Wilson, and once again the Predators clear. 1 minute left in the power play. Minnesota coming back. Niederreiter. Looking. Niederreiter. Dancing! Oh, couldn't get it around Josi. And it clears back down again. Pominville gets it there. Pominville. Oh, great hit from the Nashville clear. So Minnesota won't keep control. And the power play is over. There's Stahl. Looking. Stahl shoots it! Glove save by Pekka Rinne. And he freezes it. 3:30 left in the first. You see Stahl. He's a dangerous player. But this time, Rinne got the better of him. Now the face off to the right of Rinne. It's Ribeiro and Grunlund. Grunlund wins that one. Shoots! Ryan Ellis gets it. And he goes up. Ellis. Looking. He just puts it in front of Dubnyk with the blocker. There's Forsberg. Forsberg to Smith, shoots it. Oh, I hit a body. There's Ribeiro, who's double teamed. Ribeiro to Forsberg. Forsberg back to Ribeiro. Ribeiro in front of the net, but he couldn't make it happen. And Parisi comes down. Parisi shoots, and it was blocked by a ton of players in front of Rinne. Shoots! Oh, great save by Rinne. Johansson and Forsberg. Forsberg going up. Back to Johansson, shoots it, saved by Dubnyk. Johansson passes it back. There's Ekholm. Ekholm to Ellis, shoots it. There, it hit Koivu. Stahl passes up to Scandella. Scandella to Parisi. Parisi shoots it, great save by Rinne. And that is the end of the first period. Minnesota up 1-0. Both goalies showed up in this one for this first period. Nashville has nothing to be ashamed of right now because they are playing hard. They just can't figure out Devin Dubnyk. And here we are in the first intermission. Game 1 so far, it's pretty exciting. As you can see right here, the goals. Minnesota 1, Nashville 0. Total shots, both of them have 7. Hits, Minnesota on top of that one with 8. 8 hits, Nashville only 3. Time on attack, Nashville with the more time on attack. But yet they're still losing. They just can't figure out Pekka Rinne right now. Passing percentage pretty close, 80.9 and 80.5 for Minnesota. Penalty minutes, of course, Nashville with the only penalty. Face-offs, Nashville has the better of that one. with 6, and Minnesota only having 3. Koyo is awarded that goal, but Subban is the one that threw it in his own net, or not threw it in his own net. He tried to throw it in front, but it deflected off of Rene. Now, this game is not brought to you by McDonald's. They are not our sponsors. Believe me. Not brought to you by Mobile One. So now, we get ready for the second period. The XO Energy Center has life. Wilds fan could be happy about the team being up by 1 from an unlucky bounce. And the Wild wins that faceoff. There's Zucker. Oh, hard hit by Subban. There's Neal. Neal over the blue line to Johansson. Oh, it hit someone, and it goes straight to Dubnyk. We're gonna see that hit Subban on Zucker. Zucker trying to dance his way, and Subban was having none of it. Koivu and Johansson taking the face off to the left of Devin Dubnyk. Neal gets it, he shoots it right off the face off, but Dubnyk was ready for that one. Sutter. Ryan Suter. To Zucker. He loses it to Josie. Josie tries to give it to Subban, but he misses. Koivu gets it. They're both fighting for it on the boards, but Subban comes up with it. There's Johansson to Yarncroc. Yarncroc gets hit from behind by Spurgeon, and he loses a puck. Spurgeon gets it. Looking. Throws it in front of the net, but Rene was there to stop it. Shot! Oh, that just missed. There's Josie. To Neal. Neal. Looking. He passed the goal line, but couldn't do anything there. There's Stahl. Stahl loses it. Oh, wow, that just offside. What? I thought Stahl lost that one, but he gains control of it again. Unfortunately, 3 of his Minnesota players were offside before the puck crossed the blue line. You'll see time on the ice, 13:26. But he still hasn't been affected here. Forsberg with the shot, and that's a great save by Dubnyk. There's Ribeiro. Oh, trying to give it in front to Smith. But great defensive play. Smith. Another great defensive play by the Minnesota Wild. And there goes Grundlin. Oh, he tried to pass it to a player who was changing. Rene gets it behind the net and leaves it there for Ryan Ellis. Ellis up to Smith. Smith looking. Decides to shoot it, and Dubnyk with a flashy glove save. And again, face up to the left of Devin Dubnyk. 13:03 left in the second period. Nashville's coming out, and they are shooting, but they just cannot get one past Dubnyk, who's been on fire tonight. Still the only goal by Koyo. Shot by Ekholm. Nothing there. Salomaki gets it. Salomaki still has it. Ellis to the front of the net. Oh, wow, Dubnyk had it. Fisher tried to poke at it, but Dubnyk's leg was just too strong. There's Fisher. Shoots. Oh, over the net it goes. Salomaki gets it. Back to Arvidsson, to Ellis, to Ekholm. Ekholm to Arvidsson. Shoots it. Oh, great defensive play by Dumba. And he gives it to Niederreiter. Niederreiter to Haula. Haula one-on-one. Shoots it. Oh, great save by Rene with a glove. And he freezes it. Back-to-back action. Nashville Predators with that surge, and they still couldn't finish. I think that hit Riley and not Haula. Koivu and Sissons. There's a matchup Minnesota wants. Riley to Koivu, to Koyo. Koyo to Subban. Wow. There's Josie. Shoots it! Great save by Dubnyk. There's Dumba. Koivu gets it there from the left wing boards. There he has it. Dancing. Koivu. Around behind the net. This could be it's a 2-on-1. Wilson. Yossi. Subban shoots and Wilson has it there and he gets hit by Subban. Oh my God, Dubnyk with the great save on Wilson. The Minnesota Wild should buy this man a steak. Now let's take a look at Minnesota, who's been hitting. Great save by Dubnyk. Schroeder misses that one. Stewart. Spurgeon shoots it, but it's a great save. I believe that was. There goes Fontaine. There's Weber that gets it. Weber back to Johansson. Leo, and it's offside. Take a look at that shot. And Dubnyk was just there to stop it. Dubnyk has been standing on his head. He's a total brick wall. Hits right now is 5 for Nashville, 12 for the Minnesota Wild. There's Grundman to stall. It goes out of the zone, so Minnesota has to regroup, and they do. They stall. To Brodin. Brodin has it. Brodin to Parisi. Back to Brodin. To Scandella. Back to Brodin. Shoots it all! That went wide. Granlund has it in front of the net and he misses. Parisi was that close. Ribeiro and Parisi fighting for the puck. Ribeiro gets it up to Smith. Smith shoots it all. That goes over the net. They stall. Passes it up to Scandella to Granlund. Granlund leftwing boards. Has Parisi with him. Stays onside. Parisi. He dumps it in. But Forsberg is there to get it. Forsberg gets rocked. But he gives it to Smith. Smith looking. Up in front. Smith scores! Wow. Unlucky defensive play for Minnesota. And Nashville has tied it. Craig Smith with an assist from Forsberg. Just unlucky for, I believe that was Riley that tried to, he tried to make a defensive play there. But Smith was at the right place, right time. So now game is tied up with 1:40 left in the second period. There's Ellis. In front of the net, Riley gets it. Oh, there they go. Dubnyk stops it. With 1:11 left in the second. See the chance Salomaki had there, but Dubnyk is just too strong. Face out to the left of Rene, Fisher and Koivu. Koivu wins that one. Hit by Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets it. Shoots. Oh, hit his own player. Yossi shoots. Oh, that hit the post. Shot. Great save. Fisher and another great save. Score! Victor Arvidsson. And Nashville, just like that, is up 2-1 with 16 seconds left. Assist by Fisher and Salomaki. Wow, Nashville just kept on shooting. They just kept on shooting, never gave up, and then finally got another one past Dubnyk. 10 seconds left. Koivu has it. Koivu shoots it, saved by Rene. Yossi gets it to Johansson to John Park, and that's going to end the period with Nashville going to the third period up 2-1. This is just the craziest game I've seen. Here's the highlights from the second period. So far this game, we have 2 goals for Nashville and 1 goal for Minnesota. Both these goals for Nashville coming in the second period, with Smith having a goal assisted by Forsberg, and then Arvidsson having a goal assisted by Salimaki and Fisher, which are his line mates. And then in the first period, we got a goal by Coyle, or who was awarded to Coyle, but it was thrown into the net by PK Subban. But the second period, Nashville came back fighting, and they got rewarded. Of course, as we see here, goals 2-1 for Nashville. Total shots, Nashville with 20, Minnesota with 10. Hits, Minnesota has the upper hand with 13 and Nashville with 5. Time on attack, Nashville exactly 5 minutes, and Minnesota with 3:15. Passing percentage, Nashville has had the better pass with 80.4. Minnesota with only 79.1. Not that far off. Penalty minutes, of course, the only one given to James Neal for the slashing. And then face-offs. Nashville they just won a little bit more face-offs, but Minnesota has done better in the second period. Now, another word from not our sponsors, Taco Bell. Remember, these are not our sponsors. And also by Triton headsets. I mean, I had one and they're pretty good, so. Remember, it's not sponsored. Now, on to the third period. Back to the Exos Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Can the Minnesota Wild come back and win this one? Or Nashville keep the lead? Let's see. Here we go. The third period starts now. Neal gets it. Nice win by the Nashville Predators. Yarncroc throws it in. There's Zucker. Gives it to Coyle. Coyle to Spurgeon. Spurgeon takes it himself. There he goes. Looking to Suter. Back to Suter. Coyle. Not great job by James Neal with that check and taking it away. There's Johansson. Taken away by Spurgeon. Oh, great hit by Yarncroc. There they go. Johansson gets it there. He's looking over the Minnesota Wild blue line. Gets it behind the net. And Dubnyk gets it there. He came in front of him, so he just hops on it. So we're going to see that hit from Johansson on Spurgeon. That actually knocked his helmet off. Now face off to the left of Devin Dubnyk. It's Ribeiro and Granlund taking it. And Parisi takes that one. Parisi to Stahl. Stahl with the blue line. Oh, nice rub out by Ellis. But they couldn't take it out. There's Brodin to Scandella to Stahl. To Parisi, back to Brodin, shoots it, it is unclear, there it is right in front, there's Stahl, back to Scandella, shoots it, and no, good off save by Pecorine. Minnesota with a great chance right there to tie it up. Scandella shoots that one, a rocket, but Pecorine answers with the glove. 14:55 left in the third period. Nashville up 2-1. It's Ribeiro and Granlund again. Faced out to the right of Pecorine. And Granlund wins that one to Scandella. Tries a third in front, but nothing there. There's Stahl to Parisi. Tries a third in front again, but nothing. Stahl to and Ribeiro takes it away to Ellis. Ellis over the blue line. Ellis up to Forsberg, shoots it, and it hits the back of a skate. Of a Minnesota player skate. There's Pominville. Goes around one. Pominville shoots it. Oh, that one just missed by a lot. There's Ekholm to Ellis. Ellis up to Arvidsson. Arvidsson up to Fisher. Oh, he gets rocked by Scandella. Got checked into the middle of next week. There's Niederreiter. Tries to shoot it. Shoots it. Second chance, and Rene was there to stop it. 11:56 left in the third period. Niederreiter trying to tie this one for his team. But Rene just with another answer. Face off to the left of Pekarine. It's Fisher and Holla. And the Predators win that one. There's Arvidsson to Salamaki. Going, passes the blue line. Salamaki to Arvidsson. Arvidsson gets checked off the puck by Holla. And there's Niederreiter, who will dump it in. Around the net it goes. Zeta from Weber, and it's a great hit by Niederreiter on Weber. There's Palmer. Oh, great save by Pekarine! A desperation save! Oh my god, and you see him shaking his head. That was Holla. That was right there. Had the perfect chance, and Rene denies him big time. Rene has 12 saves in this game. And the Predators win this face-off. Jarnkrok to Johansson. To Neal. Back to Johansson. Johansson. Oh, gets checked off by Zucker. Zucker looking to Coyle. Coyle, the only goal scorer for Minnesota. He rings it around the boards, but that's where Johansson will get it. Johansson now harassed. But he gives it to Bitetto. Oh, nice check right there by Zucker. There's Coyle. He loses it to Jarnkrok. Or Koivu loses it to Jarnkrok. There's Zucker. He gets harassed by Weber and Johansson. Minnesota still keeps it. That goes a little bit too wide. There's Zucker. Shoots on Koivu and Pekarine with the save. There's Zucker. Tries to give it back to Koivu. Oh, that almost went in on his own net again. There's James Neal. Neal. Behind the net he goes. Oh, he gets slashed. He got slashed by Holla. Nashville to the power play. Up by 1. Oh, excuse me, that was Dumba. And Dumba not happy about that one. But it is what it is. Power play to the Nashville Predators. Koivu gives it. It's sent back. And there's Yossi. Yossi to Smith. This is it at Koivu. Koivu passes it back to Sutter. Suited up. I believe that was Holla. Oh, nice check by PK Subban. There's Ribeiro. Ribeiro takes it up himself. 1-on-2. Shoots it! Oh, that's a huge rebound, but Forsberg couldn't get there on time. Great defensive play by Minnesota. Yossi. Oh, the Ribeiro shot. There's another shot. Scores on the power play. Mike Ribeiro puts Nashville up by 2 with 4:58 left in this game. Assisted by Yossi and Subban. Once again, it's like, wow. They just keep on firing. And they just can't seem to stop this, Nashville team. And you hear the Wild faithful. They still believe in their team. There's 3:30 left in this game. There's Scandella. Gives it to Grunlund. Grunlund. Looking. Oh, shot! Saved by Rene. Oh, he almost threw it in his own net. He gives it to Neal, and there's Yossi. Roman Yossi. Gets hit by Ryan Suter. Yossi and Suter fighting for it, but Suter gets the best of it. There goes Stone. Eric Stahl shoots it. Oh, it's right there in front of the net, but it doesn't go. Great defensive play by the Nashville Predators. There's James Neal. Tries to dance, but Suter gets it there. Suter, the Hala. 1 minute left in this game. Parisi. Nothing there. They take out Devin Dubnyk. Arvidsson shoots it. Oh, great block by Ryan Suter. To Spurgeon. And there's Hala. 6 attackers for Minnesota. There's Niederreiter. To Hala. Oh, tries to give it up to Stahl in front of the net. There's Ekholm. He has it. Pass center ice. Shoots it and it goes wide. There's Spurgeon. 25 seconds left. There's Zucker. He dumps it in. Ekholm gets it there. Great hit by Parisi. Gives it back to Zucker. Oh, missed pass. Goes all the way down. There's 10 seconds left. Scandella up to Hala. Nothing there. Nashville gets it back. 3, 2, and the Nashville Predators will take game 1. Wow, what a game for this Nashville Predators team who were playing. They were playing all right in the first period, but then second and third came and they just got on fire. Minnesota had no answer for those 3 goals. Thank you guys for watching this game. It is a pleasure doing this, and this is fun. Game 1 goes to the Nashville Predators. Now for the post-game reports. Now, Devin Dubnyk was on fire. Don't get me wrong. Even though he let 3 in, it was still a great game for Devin Dubnyk and Pecorine, both goalies standing on their heads for the team. It's just great goaltending, a great goaltending show. But Nashville figured out a way to get 3 past Dubnyk, and also a few poor defensive plays by both teams. The first goal coming from a goal from PK Subban, but awarded to Coyle since he was the one closest to the puck. So, post-game reports, of course, Nashville winning 3-1. Total shots, though, Nashville 23 and Minnesota 16. I mean, that's total kind of a reason why Minnesota couldn't score, because they weren't shooting as much as the Predators have. Now the hits, that's where Minnesota did exceed substantially, as if I'm using that word correctly. 24 hits to 9. I think they focus more on their physical play than on getting the shots through. So I think that's one thing they do have to change. Time on attack, though, Nashville not too far off, 635, and while Minnesota had 618. Passing percentage not too far off either, with Nashville 78.3% and Minnesota 77.6%. Penalty minutes, they each got a penalty. The only difference is that Nashville, they scored on the power play, the only power play they had, while Minnesota didn't score on their one power play. Then face-offs, fairly even. Nashville 15, Minnesota 12. And now for the 3 stars of our game. Have Smith with 1 goal and 0 assists, 2 hits. He's our first star. Our second star is Coyle with 1 goal, 0 assists, and then Arvidsson with 1 goal. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys tune in for the next game, which I believe is Winnipeg and the Blues. Tune in for that one. I'm out. Peace.